that you do for your woman. At least they're warm.
Right? They are, aren't they? Do a little strut, baby. Damn. Okay. Okay. You pull it off, baby. Patrick Star.
As someone who's never dated men in my entire life, sometimes my girlfriend will say something as someone who has dated a man, and it just completely blows my mind. And today we had one of those conversations where essentially she was talking about how, compared to her relationships with men, our relationship is different in the fact that she doesn't have to sacrifice a lot of the girly things that she really likes to do. For example, this compilation of videos is when me and my girlfriend just went shopping to go see all of the Valentine's themed stuff at a complex near us. We didn't particularly need anything, we just wanted to kill some time and hang out together, so we literally went and window shopped for a few hours. And she told me that she never would have done this with her boyfriends because they never really liked shopping. They didn't like window shopping, even though it brings her so much joy. And it brings me joy too. It's one of our shared interests. Anyway, it just made me really grateful because I've never really had to sacrifice any of my girly interests because I've never had to date a man. I've never had to sit through a football game I didn't want to watch. I've never been forced to watch somebody play video games. And I honestly feel like this is just such an underrated privilege of being a lesbian. I'm grateful for my sexuality for a lot of reasons, but I just thought this was a cute, small, little fun one that I'd share with you so that you can enjoy it in your life too.
Queer things I didn't know were queer until I realized I was queer, part 18? Kissing girls when you are drunk. No, do not try to tell me oh no, I'm straight. I just really enjoy it when I'm, my inhibitions are down and I'm leaning into my natural primal instincts. How do you think I came out of the closet? How do you think I realized I was bisexual? Kissing girls when I was drunk. And I did it for a while and I was like, oh, this is just fun, tee-hee-hee. And then I realized, oh, this is kind of gay. This is not even kind of gay. This is gay. This is just gay. Kissing girls drunk is the gateway to realizing that you are not straight. Listen, maybe you lean toward guys, but let's be honest.
You and your boyfriend.
Oh, sorry. I think there might be some confusion here. Let me see if I can. I'm bleach blonde and not religious. Okay? I have a tiny ring of keys on a necklace and a tiny pair of cowboy boots. All of my rings, almost all of them, are my own birthstone. I'm wearing a skirt as a shirt that I got at an estate sale for $5. Vintage Christian Dior. I feel fancy, but it's really, I got it for less than a shirt at H&M. All of this to say, I'm gay. I like women. I kiss them, I smooch them, I love them. I have a girlfriend who I would for. I could never love a man. And I'm sorry that you ever thought I could. I will do better. For my community. For myself. And I won't tell anybody about this mix-up because it's kind of embarrassing for both of us. But no, I'm a lesbian.
Literally everybody on that video is like, oh, but you're a guy. What do you mean he? So shocked that I'm talking about being with a man. Have you ever heard of a fruitcake before? Ever seen one? Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm a full fruit salad, babe. Sorry I like men. Sorry I love dick.
Happy Pride Month, everyone. And on a completely unrelated note, the third and final Venom movie's just been announced and it's supposed to be released in October. To everyone that's gonna say they're not a couple, they're not gay, then why did they kiss? And it wasn't even a peck either, it was full-on tongue for a good 5 seconds. And if it wasn't a kiss, then why did Eddie call it that when he asked Annie about it? And if it was just Eddie and Annie that kissed, then why did she say it wasn't her idea and it was Venom's? And if they're not a couple, why did they have a dramatic breakup scene at the beginning of the second movie? And then Venom proceeds to give a speech about how he's so much better off without Eddie and he didn't even need him in the first place. And then immediately gets sad because he wished Eddie could have been there to see him. If they're not a couple, why did they have a romantic sunset beach scene where Venom tells Eddie if you love someone you have to accept them for all that they are, including all of their flaws? And Eddie gets excited because Venom just admitted that he loves him. And if they're not a couple, then why was there an extended deleted scene where Eddie makes a big fuss and he tells Venom, I like you, I really, really like you, but do I love you? I don't know. Venom responds, of course you love me, yes you do. And if they're not a couple, then why is the tagline for this next movie, till death do they part? Exactly. And this is all only from the 2 movies that are currently out. It doesn't even touch on any of the things that happen in the canon comics. They canonically have a child together, among other things. So anyways, happy Pride Month.
Shout out to all the queer people that aren't visibly queer. I'm a non-binary person and I don't have a septum piercing. And I'm not the only one. There are dozens of us. Just because your schnoz is still on the factory default setting doesn't mean you have to exist within the gender binary. You don't even need multicolored hair, or a Pokemon tattoo, or a name containing the letters X, Y, or Z. All that matters is that you're being true to yourself and that you like pictures of frogs wearing human clothes. So, to all members of the L+ community, happy Pride.
Disney is full of shit because it knows that the first queer character was actually Li Shang. And I don't mean that in a, oh, well, if you read between the lines. I'm not reading between the lines. I'm watching the damn movie. Because I don't know how else I'm supposed to interpret Shang switching up so fast. He knows Ping as a man for the entire movie. And then all of a sudden, he knows Mulan as a woman for half a day, and he's got this big old crush. This crush that's so obvious that everyone knows it. And yeah, I believe everyone knows it. It's just the Emperor was the only one to point it out because that's a very old person thing to do. But that doesn't fit his character. That's very, I'll take any woman, you know? Or like, I'll take a broomstick with a prom dress on it. That's good enough for me. But that's not him. You know who that is, though? Yao, Ling, and Qian Po. And they didn't switch up that fast. They were like, oh, that's a man? Well, but that's our buddy Ping, though. This might take a while to adjust, but that's our buddy, and we love him. And we're on board. But Shang? The romance only makes sense if Mulan's feelings and Shang's feelings were developing the entire time. And what was Mulan the entire time? A man. But now Shang is allowed to express his feelings because before he had to worry about the fears and the societal pressures. Happy Pride Month.
Y'all tried to censor Steven Universe and it did not work. Other countries would like put a mustache on Ruby and be like, oh, they're straight, I promise. Or when they would dub it in their language, they would have a more masculine voice for Ruby. So what did Steven Universe decide to do? What the hell are you gonna do now? Putting Ruby in the dress was so subtle, yet so smart. One of my friends was like, oh, Sapphire's more femme presenting, maybe they should have worn the dress. Nay, we were evading censorship like it was the Men in Black, and we won! I'm talking a new queer couple every single day of Pride Month. Who would you like to hear of next? Much love.
Let's do a full face of makeup only using makeup brands owned by LGBT plus people. Okay, starting off with primer, I'm going to use this One Size Secure the Glow primer. This is owned by Patrick Starr. That is a gay man. For foundation, I'm going to use the R.E.M. Beauty Sweetener Foundation, owned by the Ariana Grande. Listen to me, listen to me. Ariana Grande literally said, I don't know how else to take that other than literally, okay? And if I'm wrong, sue me. If you couldn't tell by now, I am. And it is Pride Month, so this is the perfect time for me to get spoiled. So if you're a brand, do you want to send me like makeup? This is the perfect opportunity for you to not be homophobic. If you're seeing this right now and you're a brand and you don't send me stuff, you're literally homophobic to me right now. It's 2024. Don't be homophobic. Okay, next is concealer. I'm going to be using the Most Concealer. The brand is Kimchi. It is owned by Kimchi, the drag queen. Now, I'm not sure what Kimchi herself identifies as, but all I know is she's part of the community. Oh, my nails are kind of giving LGBT. For cream contour, I'm going to do Makeup by Mario. That is a gay man, from what I know. Anyone straight that's watching this right now, the least you could do is follow me, or comment, or like the video. Cream blush, we're going to use Patrick Top. Another gay man in the shade She's Wanted. I really like this shade because it's giving blood vessels popped. For setting powder, we're going back to One Size, Patrick Starr. Guys, if you're an ally, comment this emoji right now. If you don't comment it, I'm gonna know you're not an ally. Here you have Patrick Starr. Moving on to powder bronzer. We're back with One Size. It's just so good. It's literally so good. One Size was actually one of the first brands that sent me PR. So they hold a very special place in my heart. Blush, we're back with One Size, or we could do Kimchi X Trixie Mattel. Let's do Kimchi X Trixie Mattel because it's like double homicide, you know? Okay, for the eye look, obviously I'm gonna do a rainbow look, duh. I'm thinking this. Lower your expectations right now. I'm gonna use some of these Create paints by the brand Painted, owned by James Charles, a gay man. We're gonna start with some blue, some purple, some pink, green. That already looks so cute, but it's kind of unblended, so I'm gonna go in with a Morphe X James Charles palette. I know this is technically Morphe owned, but it's James Charles, so. And I'm just gonna add eyeshadow on top of the same colors. I'm adding rhinestones that match the color. Cute. Lip liner, I'm using Kimchi again. And this is the final look, only using LGBTQ plus owned makeup brands. Happy Pride, everyone. If you're in the closet, get out. It's so fun out here. I'm so serious. Get out. Be who you are for your pride. Happy gay month, because you know you gay and stuff.
There was a gentleman, his name was Christian, and I said, ooh, trauma. Alexis, you can't do that. And then I told the story about how when my dad baptized me, he held me under for 3 full Mississippis. One Mississippi, baptism. 2 Mississippi. I had to tap out of my own baptism.
Now you're trans.
Yeah, you did too much, and I overcorrected.
You said, I'm in the wrong body!
Happy gay month. Shout out to the gays. It's a stupid TikTok filter. It's not gonna guess who I am, bro. I mean, I know what I am, but it doesn't. My name is Joey the white boy. I stand for my sister's rights, because if I can kiss women, she can kiss women too.
Somebody recently asked me how gay people are born, and much like how the first time a baby laughs, a fairy is born, these are all the ways that a gay person can be born. When 2 enemies kiss on the mouth, when 2 best friends love each other, when a woman over 45 wears a suit, when an all-girls youth softball team wins a tournament. Every single time there's an eclipse, whether that's solar, lunar, the movie Twilight eclipse, if that goes on, that counts. Every time a teacher would say, oh, can I get a strong boy to help me lift some chairs in class? And a little girl raised her hand. Every single time a pomegranate is eaten, every time Cate Blanchett opens her mouth, and every time Chappell Roan blinks her eyes. Every time a woman holds a sword or rides a horse, and it's twins if she's riding a horse and holding a sword. Every time a girl in a bar bathroom fixes another woman's lipstick for her. And every single time me and my girlfriend kiss, or hug each other, or love each other. If you're a gay person, tell me in the comments what happened to make you be born.
So it's been a year since that video I made went viral last June. Anyways, shout out to the gays, as always. Can I get a new flag, possibly? You gotta be fucking— My name is Joey the white boy, and I stand for gay rights, because if my younger brother wants to kiss men, that leaves more women for me and my lesbian sister.